Hello. So this is our COVID management app. I'll first start with NGO part. So this is our login page for NGO. Here, if you are new, you can sign up. So as you can see, there are many fields which I'll fill up. So here I have registered the account and the user is created. So I can log in. So I have logged in and this is the ad page. Here the NGO, that is here in our case SPICT NSS, can show that what it is donating, um, and in which area, and what in what quantity it is donating. So let us consider that PICT NSS is donating wheat of quantity 50 kg in area Cowles Heritage City. Now the area which I have entered is the area in which I am present right now, because when I'll click add button, it will set the location coordinates of my location. So as soon as I click add button, it will set the donation activity at Cowles Heritage. And uh, after adding, people can see that this donation is taking place at this in this area. And same way we can finish the activity by clicking finish. Okay, this is the page where we can donate goods, where NGO can donate goods to the civilians. And this is the history page. Right now it's blank. So let's log out and create a civilian account from where we can receive the donation. So let's go into civilian account and create a new account here. So I have entered Aadhaar number here. Well, Aadhaar number gets verified in the app. Means if you enter the already existing Aadhaar number, it won't create your account. and you have to contact with the administrator to create register in further purpose. So you can register here, and now I will log in. Yes, user is created. So here I log in. Okay, so this is the information page where I can see the number of family members in my family. It is basically, it takes the number of Aadhaar card, number of Aadhaar numbers you have entered while registering. So you can take this. It takes it as an input, and that's what it shows here. Okay, and you have to show this while receiving the donation uh, to the NGO person. Okay, well, I can see nearby NGOs. So here we get our location. Since my location and NGO's location is same, so I'm when I'll see, it would be almost nearby. So you can see the location of civilian and the NGO is almost very near. So see, if I tap here, it will say marker in user location, and if I tap here, marker in NGO location. So this is how we can spot nearby NGO. So this is how we can spot a nearby NGO. Okay. So after checking the maps activity and nearby NGO, now we'll see, we'll take a donation from NGO. Okay. So let's log out from here. We'll log in an NGO. Okay, so in activity check, basically it's check and donate. So its fragment name is check, and from here it will also check that earlier have you taken any donation. Okay, so if we put email ID of the civilian and goods we are giving, quantity. Now for quantity, it would be dependent on how much NGO is giving for per person. Suppose it is giving 2 kg per person, so let's give 4, since this person has 2 members in his family, and he'll show that while receiving the donation. Now it's means the NGO have to give a date, till what date that goods which are giving to which they are giving to that civilian would be sufficient. Okay, so suppose I say, suppose the NGO says that it would be sufficient for them, for 2 people till 25th of May. Okay, and also the place of donation. Okay, now it will check in the database that has this person received any donation from any other NGO, and is not taking donation from everywhere, and doing misuse with the goods, like keep piling it. Okay, so while we click on donate, it checks, and if the person has taken goods from any other NGO, then it would say donation failed, and the person has taken goods from any other NGO. Okay, right now we saw the toast as donation successful. For the history, so it is showing the history that NGO has given wheat of quantity 4 kg to this person, this email ID, with on date, I mean on what date it has given and in which area it has given. So let's go and check in the civilian if he has it in its active current donations. Okay, so let's log out. So see, the same is here in the active one. So right, the viewer can see that what is actively what actively he has taken, and on which date, and is valid to him till which date. Means wheat, which is of 4 quantity, which has been given by NGO, it is received on this date, means today's date, and will be valid, means till that time, till 25th of May he cannot receive wheat from any other NGO. He can receive any other goods like rice or any other goods, like if they are providing sanitizers or masks, etc., etc. Okay, so this is the basic use of our app, and thank you. We are gonna log out, and we'll see the other two parts.
This is the hospital part where we have registration login. So first we will register one user. Here the name of the hospital, as I've given here, the name of the hospital, the address, the any organization ID which can be used for further purpose, username that is to be used while login. It has to be any email ID for authentication purpose, and a password. So as we can see, the user has been registered, and the user is redirected to the home screen. Then we can update the requirement. Initially the requirement is 0. Now the new requirement here, the hospital new requirement is 30, as I have updated it in the database. So the next part is, here we can check the availability from different PPE kit providers. Now the registering one of the PPE kit provider with the name of the provider, the address, the organization ID, the username for login purpose, and a password. Again, the username has to be email ID for authentication purpose. As we can see, the provider is registered successfully, redirected to home screen. Again, here the initial stock is 0. Here the stock is being updated. The number of new PPE kits is 10, and the stock is updated successfully. Now log out. Then we'll place a request from hospital side to one of the PPE kit provider. Now this is the login activity of the recently registered user with the password. As we can see here, the user is logged in successfully, redirected to home screen. Then we check the availability from different PPE kit providers, and the newly user registered was Meghna. So the provider, the PPE kits have been requested. Now we'll complete the order from another site, that is the PPE kit provider, logging in the user from the newly registered, that is s@gmail.com, and the required password. the provider is logged in successfully, the home screen. Then he will check the requirements, that is the orders requested. The hospital name Om Sai has placed the request recently, so let's complete the order for that. But the enough stock is not there because we have only 10 PPE kits, and so the toast is not enough stock. Instead, it will be other way around. The order will be completed successfully and the available stock will be reduced, and this is exit.